Hi folks, it's Clayton here from About Time Fishing. The weather hasn't been too favourable for me to do some work on the boat this week, so this week I'm just going to show you how I rig my skipping gar rigs that I use professionally on the marlin boats for all our pelagics, sailfish and little black marlin. It's a very easy rig, and it's something that a lot of people don't know, but it will enhance your fishing dramatically. To start with, you're going to need some single strand wire. You're going to need some good straight shanked hooks. I use VMCs myself. I've used them for many years and they've never let me down, and they've always proven themselves to me. You're also going to need a little plastic skirt of some kind, or if you want, you can use weighted heads, as in the skirt head or the wog head. They both work really well, but today we're just going to work on the skirted version. So to start with, we're going to do our haywire twist, and it's just a simple matter of getting your wire, placing it through, bending it over to make a small loop. Grab your set of pliers and you're simply going to twist 3 or 4 times like a twist. From there, now we do the barrel roll part, and we straighten it up and we simply twist it around the strand of the wire. I'll put some close-ups of this so you can see exactly how it is. Now to finish this off, we don't cut this, we leave it out so that it sits there. The reason why, we use this wire to penetrate the gar's head as the towing point for our bait. So we'll just put another loop in it around there, and what we'll do is we'll just snip it off just a little bit shorter. We don't need it quite so long. And that is the tow point for your garfish rig. Now you can use a single hook rig. I prefer to use a stinger rig myself. Stinger rig is basically an upside down hook. Now for these VMC hooks, I've learned over the years, the easiest way to open the eye a little bit is to get your wire cutters. Simply put it in the eye of the hook there where it joins, gently squeeze down, and it'll open up the eye just a little bit. Also what you need to do is get your pliers, grab the eye of the hook and put a slight bend in it. Now that little bend is very important, but a lot of people don't do it because it allows that hook to lie nice and flat when it's being trawled and do what it's meant to do as a stinger rig. So all we do now is we put that on there. And as you can see now, that is our hook set up. When this first hook goes inside the bait, it allows this stinger hook to sit here just underneath the bait. And that's where you'll get your hook up most of the time. To this, we get our little soft plastic, or our wog head, or whatever, and we simply slide it down. When we actually rig up our garfish, we push the garfish head through that, put a rubber band or one of those little spring mechanisms around it, and that squid head comes down over it, and that allows the water flow to go over top of the garfish's head and not wash the garfish out. This will then quite happily skip along the surface and catch fish. Okay? To finish this off, we just do another haywire twist the other end, making a simple little loop. Right. Now to this I will show you a trick that I have learnt in the years on the game boats, and a lot of people don't do it. Excuse me, I'll get hooked up here. With your barrel roll, a lot of people will do their barrel roll, and then to finish it off, they simply get their wire cutters and go click. You don't do that. what that does is it leaves a barb in the wire, and you will slice your hand open every time you touch it. Simply get your pliers, grab your thing there, that little piece of wire that's sticking out, bend it to a 90-degree angle, and just go backwards and forwards, and it snaps off. And it snaps off as clean as a whistle, doesn't leave a barb, and you can run your fingers over that and you won't cut yourself open. So that there is a very quick rig to make. You rig your garfish on it and it will work better than most lures work. Like I said, you can rig exactly the same way with a weighted head and skirt. This works best if it's really flat conditions, really glassy, it skips along the surface. If it's a little bit blowy, say 10 to 15 knots, slightly weighted head works just as well. It skips along the surface, but it copes a lot better. And then you've got your slightly heavier wog head that will skip along the surface and just under the surface. They are the 3 rigs that I used when I work on the marlin boats, and they're foolproof. This is Clayton from About Time Fishing. Thanks for watching. Have a look at the video. Please subscribe to me. It means the world. Every person counts. And leave some comments. Thanks again.